Rustic fall wreath decor ideas. Imagine stepping onto your porch on a crisp fall day, and the first thing that greets you is a beautiful, rustic wreath hanging on your front door. The warm, earthy tones, the mix of textures, and the charming imperfections all signal the arrival of autumn. Let's explore some of the most stunning rustic fall wreath decor ideas that will instantly give your home that cozy, welcoming feeling. Start with the base. A grapevine wreath is the perfect foundation for a rustic fall design. Its twisted, natural look instantly gives off that woodland vibe. You can leave some of the twigs exposed for a raw, earthy feel or cover them with fall accents. Think dried wheat stalks, eucalyptus branches, or even moss to add a layer of texture. Next, bring in the color with a mix of dried flowers. Opt for muted tones like burnt orange, soft yellows, and deep reds to capture that autumn warmth without overwhelming the natural base. Dried hydrangeas, baby's breath, or even lavender can add subtle pops of color while maintaining that rustic, vintage charm. Pinecones are another staple when it comes to rustic wreaths. Their natural texture not only looks beautiful but also embodies the essence of fall. You can tuck a few pinecones around the wreath, letting them peek out between the flowers and foliage. For a little extra flair, lightly dust them with gold or bronze paint to give them a subtle, shimmering effect. Now let's talk about burlap. A burlap ribbon tied into a simple bow can add that classic rustic touch. You can go with natural, unbleached burlap for a more traditional look, or choose a patterned one with fall colors like mustard, rust, or deep green. Instead of just tying the bow at the bottom, consider weaving the ribbon through the wreath to create a more dynamic, layered effect. For those who want to embrace a truly rustic vibe, incorporating wooden elements can elevate your wreath to the next level. Small wooden discs with carved-out pumpkins, leaves, or acorns can be nestled among the foliage. Another idea? Add a wooden sign in the center of the wreath, maybe with a hand-painted welcome or harvest message. Speaking of harvest, nothing says fall like mini pumpkins and gourds. Attach a few small fox pumpkins to your wreath to give it that fresh from the farm feel. White or pastel pumpkins are great choices for a modern rustic look, while the classic orange tones keep it traditional. To add even more visual interest, mix in some foxberries in deep reds or purples, like cranberries or blackberries, for that perfect pop of autumn color. Dried corn husks are another great material to work with. Their neutral tones blend perfectly with the other elements, while their long, sweeping shape adds movement to the design. Position them in a fan-like pattern around the wreath for a full, harvest-inspired look. For a finishing touch, consider adding a few rustic bells or even a metal wind chime to the wreath. Every time the door opens or a breeze passes by, the soft chimes will remind you of the peacefulness of fall. It's these little details that truly make a wreath unique and give it that extra personal touch. Now here's a quick idea for those who love a DIY challenge. Why not forage some of your materials? Take a nature walk, collect fallen leaves, pine cones, or small twigs, and incorporate them into your wreath. Not only will it make your wreath feel more authentic, but it will also be a great way to connect with nature and enjoy the season. To wrap it up, rustic fall wreaths are all about embracing the natural beauty of autumn. Whether you're drawn to earthy textures, warm colors, or charming imperfections, there are endless ways to create a wreath that feels both cozy and inviting. Whether you're hanging it on your front door, of your fireplace, or even using it as a centerpiece, a rustic wreath is the perfect way to bring the essence of fall into your home. Keep playing with different materials, textures, and colors until you find the combination that speaks to you. Each wreath is an expression of the season, and there's no better time to let your creativity run wild.